Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. This is a video that's been long in the making and is long overdue, and it is my top 25 greatest movies of all time. So it's not just horror, this is every genre put together, and it's my top 25 movies of all time. Now, with any list that I always mention is just my own opinion, but there's something about this list that it's taken so long to create this list because just like you, just like everybody else, your list changes over time depending on how you're feeling. And this is the exact same feeling that I have with this list. Today, this list might be the way it is today. Tomorrow it might be completely different. And there are so many movies out there that how do you narrow it down to your top 25? It is literally impossible to do it. That's why sometimes these videos are quite irrelevant, because the next day you could feel a different way. So the top 25 that I've put down is a mixture of films that are technically brilliant, technically amazing, but at the same time, my top 25 is more about how I feel about them. There might be a film, and this is a spoiler for you, The Godfather is not in my top 25 movies. Technically, it's one of the best films ever made, but it's not a film that I love. I don't love The Godfather, so it's not in the list. So this is a list of 25 films that I absolutely love and adore. I've got some sort of nostalgic feeling and connection to them, but at the same time, I enjoy them and I can watch these films over and over again. There are films in this list that I've only seen once, and you'll probably see why, because maybe they're new, but the list is always evolving. So the list is not always going to be the way it is just now. But at this moment in time, this is how I feel about the list. I'm not going to be going through each film individually and tell you why. I'm just going to show you the list of films from 25 to number 1, and then that's it. And at the very end, I'll maybe give you a little brief synopsis as of maybe why number 1 is number 1. So here it is, guys, my top 25 movies of all time.
Comedy is subjective, Murray. Isn't that what they say?
You just wanted to make fun of me.
Head up. Lock your frame. Lock it. Lock. Look, spaghetti arms.
One look at you and I can't disguise I've got.
And I am Iron Man.
While everybody else is taking life, I'm gonna be saving it. With the world so set on tearing itself apart, it doesn't seem like such a bad thing to me to want to put a little bit of it back together.
Oh, you cry. And then maybe Lenny wouldn't freak out and ruin my family.
I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Come on!
We might read another one tonight, eh?
But you said I could choose.
This is what he wears on top. He's funny, don't you think?
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't worry. This thing, it's gonna follow you.
I just shoot that bastard. No, not until he's married. Then he's flesh.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hello, beautiful.
I used to be a brother. I'm not a brother anymore.
Oh, we'll be your brothers, Dad. Yeah, Dad, we'll be your brothers.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
No!
Anthony Perkins, Psycho.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
One-eyed Willie. Chester Copperpot, missing while in pursuit of local legend.
I'm the king of the world!
So there you go, guys. I did tease a couple of months ago that Back to the Future was no longer my #1 movie of all time. And Back to the Future was not always my #1 movie of all time. It has changed from time to time, but this is the first time that Titanic has been at the #1 spot. And just a brief reason why. It's an amazing film. I know that some people watch it and go, especially back in 1997, people are like, oh, it's just a love story. Nobody wants to see that. Especially boys my age back then, they would be like, oh, we're not watching that. That's just a love story. And I said that at the time as well when I was younger. I remember loving it, but pretending that I didn't love it. And why do you have to do that? Again, I'm saying why now, but if you're a kid, you will probably do the same thing. But as an adult, when you watch this film, yes, it's a love story, but it's a fictional love story set within a non-fiction world. And I think that was amazing that the way they done it, because they gave us this fictional family and characters, but even though that was happening around us, we had an actual real world building going on, to the ship itself, to the real people that were on the ship, to just the little teacups that they used. Everything was so... The minute detail was absolutely stunning from James Cameron. The way the ship was built, the making of the movie. It was the first massive blockbuster that cost $200 million. And obviously it made its money back and then some. It's made over $2 billion now at the box office. So many things were going well for it. It won 11 Oscars for a reason as well. You know, only 3 films have won 11 Oscars. Ben-Hur, Titanic, and Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. And there's a reason for that. It's not just because it's a love story between Jack and Rose. It's a little bit more than that. I could go on and on talking about Titanic, but I think personally for me, I've justified my reasons for having Titanic at #1. It did sway in the top 20 a long time. I was like, oh, is it number 10? Is it number 8? Number 7? Number 3? Number 2? And eventually, after watching it again on 4K, it's just a stunning film. To the acting, the CGI is still amazing today, and the film is 27 years old. What else? The score. The score is so haunting as well by James Horner. Nothing about this film is bad. I can't tell you anything that I didn't like about the movie. It's got it all, and therefore that is the greatest movie of all time for me. But anyway, guys, that's just my opinion, so please don't get offended by that. Leave your top 25 down below if you can. If you don't want to tell me that, maybe give me your top 5 or so. And if you want, you can give me your reasons for it as well. And what do you think of my top 20 to 25 as well? Were you surprised by it? Because I know that some people will be surprised by some of the movies on the list. But anyway, guys, leave your list down below. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
Someone's in